What's up guys, it is Carly here bringing you another update video on all the horror related stuff that I have accumulated over the past month or so. Forget when the last time was I did one of these videos. I don't have like a ton of stuff here like I sometimes do, but I did get a good bit for, you know, my birthday and bought myself a few things as well, so figured I would go ahead and do this video now. So first up, I'll just start with, I guess, the more random stuff. This hat I'm wearing is actually something that I had bought the other day, not the other day, like a month ago. I think it was in either Hot Topic or Spencer's. One of those stores are pretty much the same store to me, but it's a Friday the 13th hat. It just says Friday the 13th there. It says Fear Friday here on the little lid thing. So yeah, I like this hat. I never was really a hat wearer before, but it's really kind of grown on me. It was giving me headaches at first, but now I like it, and I'm someone who's always messing around with their hair, so it's nice to kind of just throw this on when I don't feel like, you know, trying too hard with my hair and going about my day. I'm probably going to start collecting hats now, honestly, horror-related hats at least, because I know they have some other cool ones in those stores, but so there's that. Then next up here we have this shirt that JP got me for my birthday, which was back in March, and that is this Jaws shirt. Another Jaws shirt. I do have you know, that other one that I often wear in videos, just kind of the basic one with the basic colors, and it's, you know, gray with the blue ocean and everything like that. So, but I really dig this one. I like the colors, I like the red, and just how it's, you know, just the shark in it alone. I think it's pretty cool. Anytime I see like a Jaws, the cover art to Jaws, I think it's very iconic, and I enjoy collecting stuff with that because I've really grown to like Jaws, and I just think it's, you know, the classic artwork that everyone loves. So really dig that. Then after that, have this Bobble Head here, or it's called like a body wobbler or something like that. I think they had these at Walmart. JP actually got me this as well for my birthday, and I really like it. Like I said, it's a trick-or-treat Sam thingy, and it's solar powered, but there's actually like this button thing here that like moves it too. But yeah, it's the body that wobbles and not the head, aka that's why they don't call it, you know, a bobblehead. It's like a, forget exactly what this was called. It said it on the box, or does it say it down here? No, it does not. But I think this is pretty cute. I don't know if they have other ones, but I would like to, you know, this is another one of those things that I would enjoy collecting, because I'm kind of getting into just having little things displayed around my house. I think it's cool and, you know, adds charm to the place. But yeah, got this, pretty cool. Then after that, my mom actually got me this. I actually asked for this because I got sick of holding a purse, for one thing, and another thing, I just thought this looked really cool. I think this was also from Hot Topic, and that is this Shining backpack. Yes, it has just like the carpet design here, and then it says Overlook room 237 up here, and it's, you know, black with just red straps. Pretty basic. They had other ones. They had like a Child's Play one and a Friday the 13th one. I got it on the online shop. I don't know if the actual stores have these in them, because they usually don't. It seems like they have a lot of cooler stuff online when you really look, but and I think she bought this online as well. But yeah, I've been kind of using this as a purse. It might be weird to some people, but my arm hurts really bad from holding a purse all the time, and, you know, obviously I just hold it on the one arm, and it always kind of just weighs me down on that one side, so the unevenness really kind of bothers me. So I figured, why not start carrying a backpack? I know a lot of women kind of do it nowadays. This is obviously more of like a school backpack and not like one of the stylish pursey kind, but I don't care. I like it. I dig it. It's big, probably a little bit too big for me, but it's convenient when I have extra stuff to carry. I can just throw it all in here and I am good. So big fan of that. And then lastly, for like the random stuff, I guess, we have these shot glasses here. They are Friday the 13th shot glasses. My mom also got me this. She said she thought that these were like mugs when she, I think she ordered these. Oh wait, this is not one of them, my bad. This is a Michael Myers one. I've showed this before. I got this like 2 years ago. I think JP got me this, but accidentally threw it in there with the grouping. But these are the shot glasses. Yeah, just you know, Jason ones. Like I said, my mom, she thought they were like mugs when she ordered them online, so she was kind of disappointed, but I don't care either way. I really just use these to display. Sorry about that, that's my cat. I like to display these and once again kind of collect them because they're just little things. They're not super obnoxious or anything like that, so I keep that in my horror movie room, and they're cool, you know? I don't really use shot glasses, and I don't really use mugs either, to be completely honest, so it doesn't matter either way. Just cool little collectibles there. Okay, and then after that, we do have one video game here, and that is Resident Evil, The Origins Collection, which is 2 games in one here. Good old Austin actually got me this for my birthday, and haven't played it yet because I'm still trying to go through part 4. I'm very slow with video games. I'm just not much of a video gamer. Once I get into them, I'm super into them, but I'm not someone who plays them every single day, and I'm really not that good at them, to be honest. So I'm still going through part 4, but very interested to check this out because I'm really enjoying part 4. I really liked part 7, and it seems like, you know, these all pretty much get decent reviews, pretty good reviews, so yeah, I dig it. I'm really into these horror games whenever I'm in the mood to play, so I'm excited to check these out. Alright, and then moving right along, we'll go into the DVDs and Blu-ray. You know, I don't have a ton here, but decent amounts. And first up we have Hangman. Yeah, this is pretty good. I have a review recorded on this. I haven't posted it yet, but pretty good found footage film, kind of done in a different style where it's kind of like this guy breaks into these people's houses and he actually puts up the cameras around their house without them knowing, and he's still snooping around stalking them when they think everything is fine. Very, very creepy, very effective, has a very downbeat ending, and I really enjoyed it. I had never seen this before. I believe this is one that JP had given me recently, so thank you to him for that because it was a pretty good one. And then another one that he gave me was Lovely Molly. This is another good one. This is pretty much about a woman who, you know, moves back into her old house after her father passes away. Her and her, I believe, boyfriend or husband move into this house, and she has a history of being addicted to heroin, so she's kind of like fighting off these like inner demons and whatnots, and the house, it may or may not be haunted in the meantime, so it was a pretty good like psychological type of film. I thought the main girl who played Molly did a really good job in it and had some decently disturbing scenes, so once again this was a good one. Then after that we have Howling 2, yet another one that JP had given me because I think he got the Blu-ray on it, and we were doing like the top 10 of 85 show on his podcast, which has since been done, but I actually didn't even watch this DVD because I borrowed the Blu-ray off of him and watched that recently, so I kind of just stuck this back on the shelf and forgot about it. I wasn't a big fan of this. I really just couldn't get into it. Some people say it's fun, some people just say it's total garbage and they can't really have fun with it. You know, I just didn't have a great time with it. I wasn't too invested with the story with this one. I could see how it could be fun, but the storyline just didn't appeal to me too much, and I hear pretty much all these Howling sequels are pretty bad and there's no continuity or anything like that, so it is what it is. I didn't think it was too great. Then we have Lost After Dark. I believe this is from 2014, and I actually ordered this one for myself off of Second Spin because they were unfortunately going out of business, and they had a like 50 to 60% off sale, so I figured why not. It'd been a while since I ordered myself a bunch of stuff you know, online from those shops, which I kind of regret because I feel bad that these places are slowly kind of dying out and going out of business, these like secondhand DVD, Blu-ray online shops, because that's kind of how I used to build my collection when I first started. I would just order like 10 movies per week back when, you know, I didn't really have a lot of bills and I had all the money in the world and was able to do that. But anyway, Lost After Dark, this is pretty good. It's like a throwback 80s slasher movie, which never really works, and I wouldn't say it works in this movie either, as far as the atmosphere and just the look of it is. It doesn't feel like 80s at all. It kind of just feels like modern time. They could have just made this a modern time movie and it could have been fine like that. But other than that, the slasher aspects I thought were pretty good, and I dug it. You can never really go wrong with a slasher, good or bad, so I liked it. And then lastly, for the DVDs, we have another one that I've never seen before, and that is Return of the Living Dead Part 2. Yes, I've never seen this. I've seen the first one and Part 3, but never got around to Part 2, and this is another one I picked up on that sale. Yeah, I'm excited to check this out because I hear it's very similar to Part 1 and has, you know, the same characters, kind of just playing different characters in it, but pretty much being the same characters, and I've become a big fan of Part 1 over the years. It's become one of my favorites of all time, so I'm intrigued to check this one out. I know some people don't love this one that much. I think it's a little bit too goofy, but I'm excited for it. I think I'll probably dig it. Part 3 I didn't find too appealing. JP and I watched that one and discussed it on our His and Hers movie podcast, but I couldn't get into that one too much. Obviously, it's completely different from Part 1 and Part 2, but I wasn't super into the story. I would have to rewatch Part 3, but Part 2, excited to watch this one. And that'll do it for the DVDs. Now to move on to the Blu-rays. No VHS or anything for this one. Haven't been able to go anywhere to really pick any up lately, so I probably won't have any for quite a while. But start off with the Blu-rays. We have a movie that Derek actually sent me the other day, and that is Mom from the year 1991. This one looks like it's probably a lot of fun and pretty interesting. He said it's rather interesting, so I'm excited. I'm very intrigued to watch this. It's one of those ones I've really never have heard anyone talk about or anything like that besides, you know, Derek himself, but I'm excited to watch it. You know, the back of the cover, I'm not too sure if I'll like this or not, but I feel like I could probably have a good time with it, so we'll see. I don't really know much about this. I didn't read it into it or anything like that. It's one of those ones I plan on just kind of throwing on and being surprised by, so that's that. And then after that, we have Cabin Fever Patient Zero. I think I got confused and was thinking this was Part 2, but Part 2 is actually called like Cabin Fever 2, I think Spring Break or something like that. And I'd never seen any of the Cabin Fevers besides the first one, which I really like. That's another one that's kind of become one of my favorites over time, so figured I would just grab this while I could. This is, of course, the third one, and I really couldn't get into this one too much. It's more about like the contagion, the contagious atmosphere of the whole thing and like spreading it to people, and it's not, it is about kids in a way. You know, you are dealing with a group of kids who are like on this island and stuff like that, so I did enjoy those aspects, but the parts where it's like kind of like scientific-y and testing and stuff like that, I wasn't too into, but it's alright. I gave it like a 6 out of 10. Sorry guys, I started choking to death on my own spit, so, you know, that was fun. But moving right along, we have The Strangers 2, Pray at Night. Saw this one when it came out in the theater, and the theater experience was really annoying because there was like these annoying like 40-year-old women sitting behind us the whole time, talking throughout the whole movie like they were teenagers, and it was horrible. It was super annoying, so I wanted to check this one out again for a while because I remember I liked it, but that experience was just annoying and I never saw it again since, so picked it up again, or picked it up for the first time on Blu-ray here, and I really dig this movie. It's a lot of fun. Nothing like the first one, of course, as far as tone goes. This one's more of a slasher, where the first one is very eerie, dark, and kind of depressing. But yeah, I like this one. This is one that I'll probably rewatch again from time to time because I had a lot of fun with it, and it's actually pretty brutal at times too, so really dig The Strangers 2. Then after that we have The Doctors and the Devils from 1985. Picked this one up just because it was an 85 movie, and I know JP is really big on this film, but I gotta say, I fell asleep while watching this. I just could not get into it at all. It just wasn't my cup of tea. It's a period piece, and I've said before, I'm just not big on period piece films, and I just was not invested with this one. I pretty much fell right to sleep, so you know, would I give it another chance? Probably not, unless I was doing it for a show or something like that, because I just feel like it's not a movie that really tickles my fancy, if you will, so yeah, but, you know, I can see why people like it if they're into these types of movies, but I am just not. Then after that, we have Insidious, The Last Key. This was the, you know, 4th Insidious film. It was the only one I didn't own, so figured I would grab it, and I like this movie. I think all the Insidious films are pretty solid. Part 2 is probably my least favorite story-wise, but I think they're all really well done. This is probably like the I guess, weakest as far as the ones being made, but I still dug it. This one kind of follows Lin Shaye's character throughout the whole movie and kind of dives back into her life growing up and stuff like that, and I thought it was a cool way to kind of take the story. So it's a good one. You know, it's got its creepy moments. I wouldn't say it's nearly as scary as the other ones either, but I like it. It's solid. Then after that we have Lights Out. This came out, I believe, 2016. I actually saw this movie with my mom and maybe my aunt. I forget. I think it was probably just my mom, but I remember we were kind of both like leaving thinking it was a little bit stupid. This movie is obviously based off this like about like 30-second short or so that was really effective. It came out a few years ago and it was very creepy about, you know, this creature that you only see when you turn the lights off, and when you turn them back on it's not there anymore. They made a full-length movie out of it with its own plots, and watching this time around, I don't know why I thought it was stupid the first time. Because in my head I thought it was like generic and not that good, but it's actually rather creepy, and it has likable characters. It does have some cheesy moments, so that might be my problem with it, because you know, I'm not a big fan of my cheesy eye-rolly moments, but other than that, it's actually pretty solid, and it is scary. Like, it does kind of get under my skin, the whole concept. The look of the sort of, you know, ghostly person is very creepy and scary and effective, so, you know, I recommend this one now. I don't know what my problem was back then, and, you know, my mom obviously didn't like it either, so, yeah, just one of those weird little things. Then after that, we have Hereditary. Yeah, this is obviously a very, very good one that came out, you know, a few years ago now. What was that? 2018 this one came out, and this was another, unfortunately, very bad theater experience, though. I saw this in the theater with, like, a bunch of 12-year-olds sitting behind me, and it was just awful. We actually all ended up kind of snapping on them, and it was just not fun, and that was towards the end of the movie, of course, too, so it kind of ruined the climax for me. Hadn't seen it since then either, so, and I still have not rewatched it, but I'm looking forward to checking this one out again, because it was really, really solid. Then after that, we have Wait Until Dark. Got this for the 4 for $44 sale that, you know, the Warner Archive Collection does every so often. JP and I always go in half and half on that. He gets 2 movies, I get 2 movies, and we both, you know, spend $22, and, it's nice. It kind of has built my collection, but yeah, I've never seen this one. It's one that I remember seeing on 100 Scariest Movie Moments, and always thought looked rather cool, but I kind of forgot about it. I think it's from 1967, so it is an older movie. It's got Audrey Hepburn, oddly enough, as the star in it, and I believe it's more of like a crime mystery thriller type of film, but you know, JP said it's fantastic, so I'm excited to watch this because I feel like I'll really probably dig it. Then after that, we have Night School. I think this is like a slasher, you know, from the 80s, and that's pretty much why I picked this one up. This was another one of the Warner Archive Collection movies, and I wanted to grab this one last time, but JP accidentally got me the green slime instead. I don't know how he made that mistake, but that's what I ended up with, but, so, you know, now I own that movie, and now I finally own this one, and I haven't watched this yet, but, I feel like I'll probably like it. I've heard it's pretty interesting, actually. Then after that, we have The Changeling. I've never seen this before, but I've always wanted to. This is one that Derek actually had sent me, again, for my birthday, and really thankful for that, because it is one of those ones that I've always wanted to check out, but I just kind of put on the back burner, and now I finally have a reason to, because I have it in my hands here. It's a Severin movie, and this is pretty dope. I'm excited to watch this one, so thank you to Derek for this. And then lastly, we have another one that Derek also sent me, and that is The Devil's Reign. Now, I don't really know much about this one at all, really, but he said it's super solid, so I'm intrigued by it. The cover art just looks super cool, so, you know, we'll see if I like it or if I do not. I don't, like I said, can't really give an opinion on it other than it looks pretty devilly and satanic and all that fun stuff, so hopefully I like it. Thank you again to him, and thank you to, you know, JP and Austin and my mother for the birthday gifts, and thank you to myself for buying myself things. So yeah, guys, that'll do it for this update video. Thank you once again for watching, and as always, I'll talk to you all in the next video.